Na Rich sa wo hwe child crew na previously omunni stadium with say omunni bibisa. And this was omu first game omu bo e was our facility. Apart from omu manfo no, even the president of Chad was present e we no match no. And the inferior of the team no. And they say yeah, new stadium no was very, very much there. We are no free one. Say, and right now, I say, child for your starting qualifiers, we know, Omunya point to be a, and the amount of Masaki coach, and the new coach, Aba. Okay, it's our coach, you know.
Yeah.
So on the Ghana share that.
Yeah, Mekai.
Or you're one of those coaches that will share Ghana or higher dream, papa. And you no buy, you know. And I want to revamp child the team, no. And I would get a new more so Ghana no more question. Me minimum. Me kwadi me one of the coaches on payment ni master cra.
The friend of Raul Savoy.
Yeah. Enti Rich. A new stadium bounce. A new coach. I was see our history with Ghana. And even the president of the nation was attending the game, no. I don't know ma say oh share wo in share TV. Picture na wo hu no Rich 2 hours to the game. Stadium na ma eso still go for good gate e say yembie mo munkom. Security forces stadium na ma omo se chinchina omo som ko he game ni bi.
Timo so omo tutia gas o.
Nti se crowd no monko na mo se monko de ha. Then we have to use what you call minimal force. Na police for the try no Rich. Afede edru baby also mo to tear gas. Because Oman share the new facility no supporters ni dey crowd ni ko be bubu gate no akwa kurementi eno hu fonyi ena onhu no enra 2 hours to the game. The security airwall in Jamina had to use tear gas to control the crowd. No, yes, idea. Stadium I am as uncomfortable sitting in the stadium.
So, Kofi, I'm not just saying Kofi, no more for game workable.
Of course.
Because at the current time, I'm Buzasana. Naturally, team over qualifies. Now show be a point a group we 1 point input. Dear them motivate to say. Mammy corner game where they mean fun and abuse so me money giddy. Meaning something to be qualified there. But dear them motivate Chadians say look. Yanya ya but the man for shay. And they see what park and you know. As is rank for no money.
Oh yeah, and I mean for me also Oshe game ni we na Oshe Raul Savoy and on the day Raul Savoy near the game or Asia or Jiri say officiating Ankoye and or catcher say ye call AFCON will not be successful, will not get out of your group. No.
Yeah.
Sad day no. Now Baba Avenue Media Officer Kepler. Nane also when you emergency kakra. Ti mijina wana Kepler be tap him say fee. I need you to sit in for me and then moderate the pressure both for Ghana and then the away team no. Because SM attended to an emergency. I'm so cute, senior. Why not? It's Saturday no can't ask him. Namitira we Savoy. In fact, it's one of the pictures are Mr. SM here Jumari me free me. I usually don't like frame pictures of myself, but me free me their baby. Because it reminds me of that day. And he said, in fact, in the picture, Oka saying and he said, what's this man saying? Saying to me qualify out of the group. And I think that before the game, I didn't do a good job in finding out who the coach was. I'd focused just on the team. The game, they cost them who touchline. I'm saying, no. This is Raul Savoy. No more me show game because I no credit Raul Savoy. I'm saying, I better buy. And they gave me the updates. After the game on board drawn, his reactions on the field of play could tell. Say, on one team say, Ghana dear.
Me,
yeah, he wants to make sure every time we be sharing.
High five for the players, yeah.
But I mean, you better give them because I won't come on. But definitely, they knew that there was something in the game for them.
Insurance 4.5. I know who patarding. Oh, to bench you.
I know some be in the course. Yeah. There are a lot of things. I was say, young fan come here for near before. And these things, it takes or more. They are not so quick to run or more opinion as in some for. But or more paper say utie or more platform they will give you every side of the story. And to say me Rich Sankanya radio na me yen anka me ye obi a metie radio and I say metie sports programs are. One of the reasons why I will always choose Insha ASA, they will always want to give you the full package of the story. Say, yeah, your opinion then becomes an informed opinion. It is better that way than to just listen to people who come and say, come and listen to my opinion. And see, the narrative you take home as a listener and say, you only take home the pundit opinion. And as a show, no, Omom was on a presenter's no opinion. And you run with it. Give people the information. And allow them to do what they want to do with the information. And see, we will give people information. Ediana Enra. And I say, from Enrechi, ABC Enra Blasters by Araviano. What really has gone on with your Blasters, you know, and whether and some now about it, you know, say Ujitum say it could affect performance. Rich, the Edikai. See about game no Enrevia. Enrechi and Mre. And our started to go Thomas Partiso our camp. Na enya wonkwa he started having running stomach too. Inti awodino. Or say running. So he made the medical team of the Blasters aware of the situation. Now, before Ankomoko Akodano, the starting 11 of the Blasters, you know, Partey was going to play alongside Elisha Owusu, 56 and 8. Until the Messa can say, your first 11 na Babonti and Rano. Now, Abranti, your friend Salis Abdul Samed was not part of it the day before. Nanyumrena, ye team no Omunu Makasawe ya, or Kwakodan Unim Sad Yachia, Obebo game now, Ober started and I say, Ober started from bench. Until Partey was scheduled to start the game in midfield alongside Elisha Owusu and Mohamed Kudus. It was after all those meetings in Enumere. And Partey started to say, Onya, symptoms of what probably will look like a fever and as a malaria with a running stomach. Now, at the Chien, which was Enra the match day nanopano, they tried. So, and can you move it to me? At least we don't make bear 45 minutes cry. Rich. But this is anybody near no. Only how these games are. A bad thing. I think so no. Who say Rich? There are sometimes you are not 100% fit. But Abia, the weather condition, any atmosphere we can let you say, oh, I can give 20 minutes of this. But Rich, yeah, game no how one no. Chad LED 1 hour.
To 2.
To 2 o'clock a year.
I almost have been desert. So you can imagine.
It's Enra.
It sounds like AstroTurf.
AstroTurf no so as I concrete AstroTurf. As so then a carpet into a swear shit. The condition just couldn't allow Partey Aoyare no. to play. Unim say in the second half. Adia Baku ma Coach Otto Addo say Oche when the substitution when he say he was still trying to convince party say game way at least the last 20 you need to play. Party say coach Sabon me ma and come makampo. I will want to play. But no kwani I can't. And he said why Partey didn't play no. He was part of the first 11. He was even negotiated within the game. So on appear, but Rich, now Partey home fano.
Okay.
No home fano.
So it wasn't like excuse for this game because of the ACL be
never.
It him to pain and ACL and an AstroTurf.
No.
Let me ask a problem there, no.
Even with the health condition of Partey here, the Blasters technical team today, unless I know Master, they are not even convinced he can play on Monday.
Wow.
So yeah. It's an one donor. It means Partey can play on Monday. And this also feeds into why Zibo is called. Yeah. Because on say Obia say ya titi ya friend Zibo, but ye who say Blaster team no be a play free man say baby. This is one of the reasons.
Because initially you say Elijah Mumnebra.
There's a situation with him too.
Okay.
And Rich say who Eliza Usu and Summit as two pivots away in FIFA. That wasn't the plan. Because it was sad. We wanted to play them with a lot of offensive players. But because of Partey Yentino, Yentimi and you, Rich, then the second one. Unum says I wish Blasters a squad anymore. There is this player, na Osina Kai Emma Caglari. He moved to Atlanta. Now he is with Bologna. Suleiman. Honestly, a defensive midfielder. And she Obebu says, I said, why did Eliza and Summit as your two people to know a ball game new year? Now you won't play Mr. Suleiman or can even knock on the doors to start. Now when Timmy Rich and we are doing warm up. And also a twisted Nini. Inti game no. Yeah warm up na and also start say or complaining. Even the day before, now or complaining say I said no to you know of feeling no man kitty bi but na enye bibia or the man who excuse and no to me bobo no. But on the day match day which is Enra, yeah warm up no. And as Suleiman as so a cut to stay at the no. And now no pay me no say. Or could just scan me no kasa CCA scan me Sami Kwani we they will need to review the scan. Now Omar said whether obey available for Mali and I say because of the scan no enti onya available enti and also so can be ena ema omumeki arrangements for Brantia your friend Zibo. The rich who say Enra Elisha the yellow card. Elisha yellow card now odi you know meant say now Elisha did 3 yellow cards. Enti the team manager and the technical team say they are reviewing the CAF rules, you know. Say unya 3 yellow cards are very likely say then you will not be eligible to play in your next match. Enti Anshe Elijah Ewo camp there. But because of any yellow card now odi you know, Anshe any Mali no. Eliza so intimi embo. So with these 3 situations, you know,
okay.
And when the Blasters technical team, no, realizes no, then probably we will need a backup before even who you name on this situation, you know. Until mama you invite Abranti Fenizibo na Ombesiaka
from Real Oviedo.
Yes. Now, Rich, I think this should be the last one.
Okay.
Rich, when you say you will give you about 90% of your players on board Bonnie Bilo. Obia and 9 associations. The we are tough near den. Any Rihanna no Mujinamuna or 9 Shebutu now they running. Rich.
Any man the home.
You see, what Ntisawara Ubakaya after the game in Otto Addo post match, as someone can say, any excuse there, but say Ujidi say or exaggerate here, Obi also be coach the hobby. Meaning say they make what I say. I say, what face a certain situation, but okay. And you will be able to appreciate it as someone who can hear. And he then saying, okay, until you also come and face it. Be the American. Ube downplay.
So Obi Subaka say, okay, coach, and yet flimsy excuse be no for the Ghanaian.
That is the reason why.
That
is the reason why. Otto Addo say Obiya bere baby. Now Rich, say everyone so she game no.
Sure, I watch.
You saw Chad number 7. No torment on your one of the go speed pass. He couldn't finish the game because Oprai. Chad for no more number Obi Osha number 2. On or both from Momo right back no. He was making a lot of runs and incursion. He couldn't finish the game. Rich, Enra, and this is from the technical team. After speaking to the players. Player be say Jordan. Player be say Kudus. Unse eno asa wo hwe game na. Edrum re bia na oma kwhye wings honum. Rich, almost say oma kwhye wings so because they tactical switch o. You only go there na wakwaje ahome kakra. Because ewia na ebo no. Any the pitch no mu gina so no. Enye easy. Enti obo game na. Rich, na wakope kona bi wo ball nim ni wakoji wa home kakra e wo game nim anye sa you just can't make it. Now go na Chad for the say no say o share ya time quality free no. I think it was Ibrahim Osman I don't know did the first and obia question and say the 2 pivot central midfielders no in Salis and Elijah. No more the only player who could obey play the kakra was Abdul Samed. Rich, after the game, they asked, Samed, why? I was
because Abraham the ball neighbor.
Yes, I was saying,
space, Obian closing, not the ball neighbor, no shooting.
Rich, Samed said he admits, but he was so tired. He was so tired. Rich,
call the corner body in Kakana foul.
You see, we will do the analysis. Yeah. And I am disappointed as any Ghanaian. I am very, very disappointed. But you see, this is me giving a tear for any like information. It's in our home mood. But Rich, so what about that? Oh, yeah. So we teach it out. Now, I say, I was so to me.
It's a damn
Rich.
Those when you should build
here or say or jutum. Say you could have done what Obi expecting no. Soon pe. But now when I'm not mere. And Rich, and probably from a now coping bear Sunday there. But no the first Juma a war for blasters CCA even before we prepare for Mali. Hey, how Rich? Players now mona session so ni ade no say ice block bi na dey o betu tumu. I don't know what the physios will do as a remedy to sad the there. But Rich, these are normal. Say when tie in Shire FM you will not get this information. So now we are all well informed about the conditions and in no maybe anymore. Probably ama ye ka de ye ka no. And Rich, let me say this the last one. I think I almost forgot. Because na yenya party na yenya Suleiman no born na yekono na we wanted to make changes in the midfield but ye players na be ye de ombeba no na yenya omo the technical team edwene ho say Rich un say okono Ogilanda abrantie fe no Calabrianchi otimi bo as a midfielder pa Rasta Ghana no boy two. So they were contemplating say See your place now, your person don't bend because we are twisting in here. We see why any idea. Can we push because he was working very, very hard and minim say be you too young in India. As on the own feelings our brave. Into yen finding question fifiana. Rich, that was a time also. Not child for the person so they were crossing the balls, into your box. And it also all good heights. Yeah. It's not all boy with sa area situation, They thought say Tariq Tariq may give us fresh legs. But sometimes we were leading 1-0 and we were managing the game too. So defensively, you don't take a decision. A bit me how with your defense line, especially when they are all on our height or wow with the area situation because the opponent were resorting to a lot of crosses there. So let allow him to play. Now minutes now can hear say you can get over the line na and so Rich. Okay. In terms of info from the camp of the Blasters there, so you can listen to this information, soak them in, and also do your analysis with it. Rich, these are some of the information I able to me and
football analysts and highlights. This training match, and Salis is saying he's tired. Even Chad is not making any threat to the latter part. Okay. Kofi, Kobod no way. Na Yentie Otto Addo. Minim say bia wo reaction kitu bia be so answer no Kobod no.
Minya kampo anka men Kobod.
Oh, no problem. Kobod no problem. Okay. Enti first of all, pese yen started from Otto Addo.
Okay.
Coach no dey bo game no. Na yentie at the country was say o ma child for the nya 1 point free ho. Because me say me just me the ombeka bia me nto ma say da child there be and this child in that point where ho. Yentie coach Otto Addo coach mpacho eno ade na wo stadium ho. Kyerɛ dia ba enema group team and our my obia bunibi young quad yentimi amono awokromu Otto Addo. First of all about saying and yentimi anche a child for the yenti explanation of the mind.
No. I think surely we want to have ball possession. I think it's very difficult to play on this terrain when it's not watered. We can't play fast, so it's a disadvantage for us if the pitch is not wet. And the boys, surely they play in Europe, they are wet pitch, they can play fast. But the pitch was very slow for us, so it's difficult to outplay the defenders. But also, I have to say, Chad did well in defending, and they didn't allow too much chances. And for me, the most important thing is the 3-4 good chances we had. We have to score the second goal, to make our opponent weak and also mentally weak and us strong. But we didn't use our chances. Like I said before, in football, sometimes like that, if you don't use the 3-4 good chances you have, sometimes you're unlucky and you'll get one.
Okay. Eti from mutie jumedi enano pain. Otto Addo nsam no kan tintin na mi twa ne tia ade amamo.